even had a conversation with Theodore Roosevelt. I said, what did you think about the Panama Canal? Do you consider that your greatest achievement? How do you feel about the fact that the Democrats gave the Panama Canal away to Panama for $1? Do you consider the Panama Canal your greatest achievement?
Well. Right then, yes.
Good answer.
The canal stands as one of my proudest battles, no question. But greatness is a strange thing. It isn't always the biggest or boldest job that matters most. The Panama Canal showed what America could achieve if we held steady and acted fast when the world dragged its feet. That said, I measure my greatest work by the lives improved. Parks set aside, food and drugs made safe, the square deal given to all, not just to a few. Still, when I stood in the mud watching those steam shovels, knowing ships would pass through, changing the world's map forever, I felt I'd left a mark that would last.
Okay, you did. Thank you.
World's dumbest fucking president. Real talk.
You can't be real with it. You know that's AI. You really ain't talking to him.
Yeah, he's still talking to an AI. Real talk.
And it's a shame that the motherfuckers around him is not like letting him know that he feel like an asshole.
Bruh.
Hey, man.
But go ahead, Friday.
Yeah, man, that shit didn't look good, bro. Bad look. Yeah, that was very clownish. I'll be all the way 100.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But look, man, we back for another Sunday, another fun day. A quick disclaimer real quick. We're gonna try and stop with all the N-word. You know what I'm saying? So as of today, anybody that dropped the N-word on this show will have to drop $1 to the channel. $1 to the channel. So we're gonna. So as a community, can y'all help us keep us honest? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and monitor it best I can. Friday gonna try and monitor best we can. But listen, we gotta get better with our verbiage, our word use. We can do better, and we are gonna do better. And that's my disclaimer. But go ahead, Friday.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna try to police our thing, man. You know, I know I've been going off the rails, thing, but you know what?
You breaking up a little bit, bro.
I feel it.
All right. Hey, check this out. So Friday, go ahead and introduce our guests to the building, man, to the world, man.
Hey, what's going on, man? Just Two Drunk Unks, man. You know, it's your boy OG Friday, Ripper, man. We got Smoke. We got Eric in the house.
Hey, what's happening, man? Like, I ain't guess I'm furniture. Yeah,
Hey.
I don't know you talking about guess, man. I'm furniture, baby. I ain't guess no more furniture.
Hey, keep the merch
on,
though. Keep the merch though. You know what I'm saying? Keep the merch though. But yeah, we back for another Sunday, y'all.
One more time, man.
And before we get into our show tonight, let me ask y'all a question. And I want all y'all to answer if y'all can. Where LeBron going? There's 4 teams that's giving some interesting offers to him. So you got Cleveland, you got the Warriors, you got Miami, and now at the last minute, you got the 76ers. So who do y'all think LeBron should entertain? Or hell, should that motherfucker just say, look, I'm just going to retire without a farewell tour? How y'all feeling about that?
I'm going to say some shit that I really think funny as hell. With all that holdout shit that he got going on, it'll be funny if he signed back with the Lakers on a minimum just so that his son can keep on running with the squad You know what I mean? The Lakers added a whole bunch of pieces. I mean, if he signed back with the Lakers at a minimum, you know what I mean, and he ain't worried about the bread like he said. You know what I mean, that could be the 15.
I mean, he made $660 million off just NBA salary.
Right.
That's crazy.
Nah, that ain't including endorsements and shit.
No, that's 20, 21, 22 years
So
of balling.
he almost made $1 billion
This off
just
ball.
off playing.
This off ball.
That's just off of balling. You know?
So who y'all, and realistically,
Me,
you said Lakers. Go back to Lakers. What
Go
you
back to
got?
Lakers.
What you got?
see me without watching football, basketball, and since this is last year, you think y'all think it's gonna be his last year to play? I say go to Cleveland, but since 76 is my favorite team and it's his last year, I say go to the Sixers.
Sixers got a squad.
They do.
Heck yeah.
Well, their squad ain't there yet.
Oh no, they got a
It's
squad
coming.
now.
If they add LeBron to it,
Yeah, that'll be a 5-man. That'll be a 5-man All-Star squad if they add LeBron to it.
So
Nah,
they
hey.
built up like that. Yeah.
But-
yeah.
I got one more question after this one. But go ahead, Friday. How you feel about it?
I think at the end of the day, his son is already his son. They already picked up his house. So his son is straight. The Lakers signed him, re-signed him. So the Lakers did that already.
But
I think he'll go Miami, but I think Philly is the best spot for him because he can be the point forward. Because Philly, you got Tyrese Maxey, man. He basically like a 2 and everything. They ain't really got no true point guard. So, LeBron can just bring that ball up the floor and distribute. He can just play the point guard.
So
Philly got that VJ, the young kid, the rookie from last year. Oh, he a true point.
Yeah, he
So
already started now, man. I don't know, man. I think if he wants to win, he need to go to Philly.
So you rocking with Philly over him doing a farewell tour in Cleveland?
See.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, bro, if he's going for the minimum,
He ain't got no choice.
yeah, he ain't got no choice. But I would feel better. He gonna feel better if it's a contender. If he got to do it,
Bro, you talking about Bron? Bron got.
But let me say this though. Last show, y'all were talking about how Braun, the Lakers' money after they signed Austin Reeves wouldn't affect what's going on with LeBron. Well, that proved y'all wrong right there.
No, it won't affect Bron at all.
It will affect him.
Bron don't care about the bread to play. He
Here's
just
the
playing
thing.
ball.
Braun trying to find, honestly, what I think, dog, LeBron is trying to find the next smoking thing like the Miami Heat. Another big 3. Now, if he's looking for that, he need to go to the Warriors. Even though it's an older team, I think he have a better chance of a championship.
And that's the Steph Curry team.
Yeah, he have a better championship with that team than the 76ers.
I don't think that.
No, not in the
My
76ers. Nah.
Yeah, I just feel
He'll be
that.
back in the East. He'll be back in the East, and the only real contending team in the East will be New York, Miami. If he
New
went
York
to
just
Philly.
won the championship, didn't they?
Yeah, New York is a guaranteed
and
contender.
so not starting, bro, because you got Jaylen Brown, you got Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, but that's only
And
2
VJ
players. That's only 2 people.
and VJ Edgecombe.
But he's not starting. So you add LeBron, BJ Edgecombe is on the bench.
Nah, if you add LeBron, you put LeBron at the 4, Embiid at the 5, Jalen at the 3. You know what I mean?
But you got
Maxey at the 1 or the 2, and VJ Edgecombe at the 1 or the 2.
No, the VS gonna be the 6th man.
He could be the 6th
That
man.
makes the most sense, bro. That makes the most sense.
And he either way it go, any of them 5 coming off the bench is gonna give you a 6th man of the year.
And that's with 76.
Bruh,
For the 7
bruh, if you go with the Warriors, you got, if he can stay healthy, Butler,
Yeah,
you got Curry,
yeah,
you got Draymond,
yeah.
and you got motherfucking goddamn LeBron. Now, you can interchange that squad to insert LeBron. Here's the problem. Draymond Green cannot compete with the new centers in the NBA now.
But it's been proven that if you put a small guy on Wemby with a little bit of fire, Draymond Green will be that small guy with fire. Wemby gets frustrated and started pushing niggas.
I got
Pushing
you.
brothers around.
I don't give a damn what team LeBron. No, I don't give a tell you what the word. You're not beating San Antonio, and you're not beating OKC.
Yeah, they got yeah, that's a real
I don't
problem.
believe that.
That's a real problem, right?
San Antonio and OKC got beat this year. It's still possible to beat them. Right now, the only team that you say you will not beat is New York. They're the champions. Everybody else can be beat.
Right. Look, let's move on a little bit, man. I'm about to let you take control of the show, but I got one question real quick. Let me see how y'all feel about this statement right here. The statement, you need to, or you have to. How do y'all feel about that statement right there? You need to. When somebody else is talking to you, let me put you in context. Somebody else talking to you, and they saying, in their statement of talking to you, they saying you need to, or you have to. How do y'all feel about it?
I ain't gotta do shit. I don't need to do nothing. And it is how you come. If he's coming out, let's see. Nah, if need that is in a mandatory is it's kind of ass for like you trying to belittle me or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have to. Have to ain't as bad as need to. I feel like.
What I would say is according to, you know what I mean, the source that's giving information. Based on the source that's giving that information, you gotta judge that the statement that's being made. So if I'm coming into a new business, a new, you know what I mean, field of work, and somebody is telling me how to get that job done, and he's like, okay, this is what you need to do in order to achieve that, you know what I mean? Okay, so you need to or should do is, you know what I mean, accepted when it's pointed at a direct achievement.
No, what if we in a setting like we are now? Not saying podcast, but say we all just chilling.
Nah, if you're trying to say like somebody tell you you need to shut up.
Well, I'm just saying like somebody saying, look, you need to change your way of thinking type shit.
Yeah, or you need to go grab that.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you listen to it and then react, or do you just react? You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm ignorant.
You just gonna react.
I'm ignorant. I'm questioning.
Because it's all about word choice, right?
Yeah, I'm questioning who you talking to.
Words mean a lot of shit. How it come out mean a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Tone.
I'm questioning.
Yeah. What you got on that, Friday? You need to versus you have to when somebody talking to you, when they're addressing you.
Can you do this? Can you do that?
I'm a listen before I react. It depends the tone and the messaging. So I'm a listen first before I react. Because it could be a different thing. You could be working and say, hey man, you need to do this and everything like that. So like if it's for something good to better my situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna take offense to that. But like if we in like a little argument and that comes up, nah, I ain't fucking with that.
And see, like you say, it's right here at work, but the tone and how you say it mean how I'm directed that.
It's everything, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
It's all about how you say it, how you direct it.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm
about
with
your
that.
tone and who you talking
to. I say the same thing. Like, look, you be trying to tell me some positive shit. But if you sit here and the way you come off, if I deem like
you trying to
damn nigga, you a little
listening to you.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But you a little harsh, you know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, then I may deem like I'm finna shut you out. And I'm just gonna take it how if that's the case, then I may deem shut you out. But yeah, just I'm gonna take it how you present it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get you on that, man. I get you on that. But yeah, look, I gotta put $1 to the pot. But
I got
Friday, you got total control. Go ahead, bro.
All right, man. What's going on, man? So, hey, everybody, welcome. Everybody get into this, man. The name of the show is Where's America Going? And this is mainly politics. So, you know what I'm saying? This is always going to get uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got some questions. Hey, y'all, the first question right here, right? What y'all think about this? Active duty member gets arrested on Capitol Hill for protesting. I don't know if y'all seen that video, but it was an Air Force major that was what Congressman Al Green, and he was on Capitol Hill, and he was protesting the administration and the impeachment of them and everything. As soon as he started walking up the steps and he had the little flag, man, hey, Capitol Hill arrested him. So
yeah, I seen that. But what y'all, let's let them react first, and we'll get on it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all go ahead, bro.
Well, I seen a little photo of the Air Force guy getting arrested, and that's fallout from the whole January 6th thing. Now we getting the residual reaction, not an actual reaction from January 6th with that big protest. And I had some of my Marines actually at the January 6th protest. They called me while they were there, and I tried to advise them. Some of my junior Marines were there, and I tried to advise them that that's not what we do. Didn't work out. Right now, with Buddy getting arrested, that's just residual. They're trying to not let something else as catastrophic as what happened then happen again. So, hey, look, yo, bro, you got to understand where you at. You got to understand your setting before you jump out there and act like you the king of the rodeo.
Yeah. Where you got? Where you at, E?
I feel the same way he's feeling about it right now. I ain't seen no picture, but a military person getting arrested for that, and he says backlash off January 6th because they ain't really do nothing for them because the president pardoned all them that did anything. So I kind of feel him on that one.
If you ask me, this is the worst administration ever. For one, why are you gonna sit here and say I'm in favor of freedom of speech, but you sit here and arrest people when they sit there and voice their opinion?
Because it's about them.
You know what I'm saying? Because it makes them look bad. Yeah. That's why they sitting here doing stupid shit like that. Like right now, the reflecting pool, people are getting arrested and locked up for just touching the water or touching the little blue stuff that's coming up.
Yeah.
They getting arrested for this right here. They saying they vandalizing it. Now, only person that vandalized that pool is when the dumbass president drove his motorcade down the middle of the fucking pool, the whole length of it.
All right.
They got video of this shit.
I see that. Right
now,
but they did something.
And then he hires his homeboy like $10 million to refurbish the reflecting pool. Guess how much his homeboy probably got? $1 million. Guess how much Trump probably got back door? $9 million.
Speculation.
Real, I'm just saying, allegations, or how they say, alleged. But what I'm saying is, Trump is not hiring anybody unless he pat in his pocket first, dog. I'm just saying. And y'all can see that from past history, dog.
Yeah, but hey, look, can't knock a man for trying to keep his pocket.
Now, hold on. Trump coin. Trump coin has made him over $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
$1 billion.
And it's all for shorting the consumer of buying it. So he put the coin out at X amount of dollars and shorted the rest of the coin. Now he gets all the profit.
In all actuality, with Trump coin, he played the coin game.
Yeah, and he winning that right now.
And the people who invested into that game lost. And that's not something that you can hold against the man, because if I was able to say, okay, we're gonna put out a smoke coin, and I know that my words are gonna tell you to dump your money, you know what I mean? and I'm the first person to pull out at peak. You know what I mean? That's what I was there for. I was there to pull out at peak. He set it up. He kind of railroaded everybody in, and when he had his inauguration, or the little party before the inauguration, he let everybody know that this is going to drop and it's going to drop big. So all the people he wanted in on the Trump coin got in on that first, when that coin was 0.00000001, they got in. They were able to get a large sum of that coin, and as that coin raised in value, which it went up to like $79 on that first night, excuse me, when everybody started pulling out, it went from 0.00000 something to like $79. So if you would have pulled out, if you would have pulled out at $79, you would have been Trump in that situation. Mm-hmm. If you would have bought $1 worth of those coins, by the time, you know what I mean, they got to $79, if you pulled your $1 worth of coins out, you would have been a millionaire as well, playing the doggone Bitcoin game.
Right. All right. You got anything to add, Frank?
Nah, man. I think the dude, man. I believe in the First Amendment, but I think you gotta be dumb as hell to be protesting in your uniform.
Amen.
You fucking no matter how you feel.
Well, hey, hold on.
It's a bad look.
What's the ultimate form of protest in your uniform when you fighting for your country? That is the ultimate form of protest. If you don't understand what I'm saying by that, think about this right here. You just came back from a 6-month pump, right? You came back from a 6-month pump, whether it was on land or actually in that country. Now you come back to a country that's no longer serving your purpose.
Bruh, you see, this is the thing is everybody making it so you making it about what you feel. But that man, dude, you don't.
It's all about what you feel.
If that man got a family, got kids and everything, and say his family depend on his military salary, he just gave for what he believed, he just threw his career away.
Okay, that's how you feel. But look at the person that's in the shoes of the one that feel like I'm being disenfranchised. Think about it.
Man, it's also military bearing.
It is. Now,
we all understand military bearing and certain things you don't do.
Right. You serve an oath in the military.
It's a bad look when you in a uniform, bro. You're
right. Y'all are both right. What I'm saying is, when you decide to take that stand, you take the stance of, I'm finna embarrass myself in uniform to support my cause. Also, you take the stance in, look, I raised my hand twice to say, look, I'm going, or how many times you re-enlisted, I'm going to support and defend this Constitution. Now, what if your country is not abiding by the Constitution that they made you raise your hand to?
A direct order is still a direct order.
Now, a direct order is, but a lawful direct order meaning, look, that's a kid. That kid got no weapon, but you want me to shoot that kid. That kid presented no weapon. He's sitting right on the corner.
But I order you to do it.
But I'm ordering you to shoot this kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a lawful direct order. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, we still got to live by that rule of somebody ducking off and popping back out with a weapon. We got to deal with that. But the whole thing is escalation of force. That's the whole thing. You cannot shoot that person with no weapon under our Geneva Convention. You cannot shoot your weapon at that person with no weapon. But you understand, you telling me, take his head off.
Clean that motherfucker.
But we're not using deadly force in the protest.
In a protest,
we're talking deadly force versus
in garrison. So now you rather take away my freedom of speech.
We're in garrison.
You sit here and kill this kid.
No, we're in garrison.
Okay.
Protesting in garrison, you know what I mean, is just basic conduct unbecoming.
All right. In boot camp, Eric, Friday, y'all can contest this. All I need is a yes or no. That's it.
I ain't there with no boot camp.
I'm saying your brother had.
I can't contest it.
But okay, but Smoke and Friday can. In boot camp, what do they teach you? Hold on. No. I ain't talking about that. We understand that. What's already understood, we ain't got to talk about. We understand the basics, the rifle, the what you just said, incident winners, beats, orders, all that. We understand that. But what do they tell you? What is your appropriate liberal attire when you are a military service member?
But that was appropriate. He was in a dress uniform.
Hold on. He was. The appropriate dress attire for anybody when you in the military is service Charlies, Deltas, or Alphas.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in any setting, club, wedding, in those uniforms alone. Everything else is a special occasion for the Marine Corps. The dress blues is a special occasion, but you can bring those out. Weddings, funerals, you can do that. Here's the thing. When you tell me my appropriate attire is Alphas, Charlies, Deltas, why are you worried about me protesting them when I am an active serviceman? Why is that a problem with you? When you tell me in boot camp, you ain't got to wear no slacks, shorts, and a t-shirt. This is what you're supposed to be wearing. This is what we want you to wear. That's what they told us in boot camp. This is what we prefer you to wear. So why is it a problem that I protest in that?
Hey, I look at this, bro. This ain't nothing like this is like anywhere else, bro. Like the orders say, I will obey the orders of the officers appointed on me and the president.
Right. You're right.
So, yeah. All right, so basically, like, all right, let's go to the private sector, right? If I get out there and speak bad of a company I'm working for on social media or whatever, right? And I'm on the news talking bad about a company because I don't like the CEO. What do you think is gonna happen to me? I'm getting fired, right?
But here's the thing.
You think 100% I'm gonna get fired?
You're confusing two things, right? In the military, it takes an act of Congress damn near to get you out the military
As
a staff. But you got to go through NJP or some kind of court martial to get out, right? Or some kind of board. But here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Y'all missing the point of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you tell me my appropriate liberal attire is a service Charlie, service Delta, or service Alpha, it don't matter what I protest in at that point. Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're just simply talking about him.
Your attire.
In his attire to protest.
Right.
And that's beyond.
But that's the problem, though.
What he wore, I don't got a problem with his uniform that he wore.
That's what I'm saying.
Where I find the problem at is, you know what I mean, we are not out here trying to
black and white is black and white. We gotta do it. Black and white, and shut it down and go on to the next. Active duty military members are strictly prohibited from wearing their uniform or protest political rallies or public demonstrations. Federal law and Department of Defense structure forbid uniform wear to maintain apolitical armed forces. Personnel face federal disciplinary actions under Uniform Code of Military Justice.
What order is that? What you just read? What did you just read? That's all I want to know. Don't read it again. What did you just read?
This is what it says. I'm looking for the article. Let me see. Uniform.
Is that the UMCJ?
UCMJ article. Hold on. Y'all continue.
No, is that the UMCJ article you just read?
No, hold on real quick. Participating in a protest while wearing a military uniform is strictly prohibited for active duty servicemen doing subjects the individual for prosecution under Uniform Code of Military Justice, primarily violating Article 134.
134.
I got
General Article 92, failure to obey in order, and possibly Article 88, contempt towards officials.
So all that is another form of slavery. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that.
That's what you raise your hand.
I'm just saying though. You're right.
I'm not debating. Was his opinion right or wrong?
Right.
I'm not debating anything outside of the fact that you raised your hand and you swore to defend,
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
supporting
and
America.
support and
Right,
defend.
right.
You're not like anything other than that. Even when it was Vietnam,
I just
the
feel
guys
like
came out in uniform, bro. It was a disrespect to the armed forces
right
of
to the
America.
right. But what I'm
simply to
saying
do what
is,
they were doing.
when you tell me, because think about it, back when the militaries came alive, 1775, they didn't wear at any point in time civilian clothing. They were wearing that uniform, unless they went back home on some kind of leave or something like that. But for the most part, even when they went back home, most people were in their service Charlies. Real talk. I'm just saying.
Bro, you know, bro,
Go
you know,
ahead.
he did what he did, so hey, it is what it is. He gotta face accountability for that.
Right. But go ahead, Friday. Move on to the next one.
Let's move on to the next one. All right.
Go ahead.
Is America moving towards socialism and is capitalism dead?
All right, let's break down one question at a time.
Go ahead. Is America moving towards socialism?
Explain us the first part, what you want us to answer to, and then we'll move on from there.
Is America moving towards socialism?
All right. Now, when you say socialism, break that down for the dumbest motherfucker.
All right. I'm gonna give the right.
Because it should have been in your notes already, my boy.
Well, I know what socialism is.
I'm saying, well, break that down for
Here we go. Socialism is a political and economic philosophy based on a collective or public ownership of the means of production, i.e., factories, land, and resources. It aims to reduce economic inequality by prioritizing human needs over private profit, relying on government or worker-managed systems to distribute resources. So basically, government everything controlled by the government. They want the wealth need to be spread equally.
For socialism.
For socialism, like free healthcare, free universal healthcare for all, homelessness, everybody should be housed, free healthcare. There should be no billionaires. There should be no billionaires and all that. Now, let me ask something. I'll tell you what countries run on socialism. Venezuela, Cuba. A lot of countries. There's mainly a lot of countries in South America is socialism. Russia, socialism and communism was kind of the same, a little bit different. But you say Russia is a form of socialism. But
I don't
really,
think Russia's socialism, bro. Russia's communism.
Yeah, I know it's communism, but what I'm talking about, communism is basically the heads.
But it's the same as capitalism at the same time. It's all in three.
Okay, what's the definition of capitalism?
Go ahead, Friday.
All right.
Hold on.
Capitalism is an economic system where private individuals or businesses own the means of production, factories, land, and machinery. Economic decisions, investments, and the distribution of goods are driven by competition in a free market rather than by the government, with the primary motive of generating a profit.
So socialism is through the government. Capitalism is through the economy.
No. Right. Socialism is the government basically keeps everybody on an even plane, so and they divvy all benefits out to the people equally.
Right.
Capitalism is I can basically, like the word said, I can capitalize on my market and I can gain a large influx.
In other words, what America's doing right now
in each individual market, yes.
In other words, what America's doing right now is capitalism.
Yes. In a nutshell,
capitalism.
Right.
If that shit was mixing between them with the free healthcare and
all that, I'll give you an analogy real quick. Take Elon Musk is a trillionaire, right? If we was in socialism, they'll take over half his wealth and distribute that through like taxes, taking out the wealth in taxes and distributing like that should be funding free healthcare for everybody.
And that should be. There's nobody should be worth $1 trillion. Nobody.
Nobody should be motherfucking hurting.
Nobody I'm just saying, if you worth $1 trillion, you can give everybody $1 million. If you worth $1 trillion, you can give every American citizen $1 million.
I kind of still differ on giving everybody $1 million.
Because you're just giving your money away. I understand.
Well, no, because if you give a person that never had any value, you know what I mean, over $1,000, over $10,000,
they're gonna waste that money.
$1 million. All you're gonna do is, hey, look, they just gave me $1 million, but E got the same million, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the E and I'm gonna buy everything that E got. You know what I mean? So now E gonna be worth $2 million. I'm gonna just have, you know what I mean? Futile assets. So he's still gonna have his value, and I'm gonna have shit that don't get, you know what I mean, that don't move like that. You dig? And that's how the shit go. Like, you know what I mean? Honestly, like, I'm not for giving anybody shit. Like,
right,
earn your way.
Earn it, yeah.
Earn your way, man.
Now, on that earning shit. Now, you know, a certain demographic of people have been disenfranchised for X amount of years. And I'm trying to be vague as I can.
Be 100, man.
But here's the problem. When you can't get a leg up, when you can't pull your bootstraps up, I'm talking about when you pull on the bootstrap, that bitch just rip apart from the boot.
Educate yourself.
Okay, even with proper education.
No, we ain't talking about book smarts.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, even with proper education, you still cannot fight a whole nother demographic that's got their foot on your neck.
Find a lane, bro.
That's where the dope boy come in there. You find our own system.
When you find that, you run the risk of getting your life thrown away.
I'm saying that's the risk we got every day.
I'm just saying.
Just preparing this demographic.
When we make a decision, we always make a decision of throwing our life away or being a free man.
Right?
Why is it that way for us as a whole? You know what I'm saying?
Because we that demographic.
Ain't no 6'7", mother.
No,
ain't no 6'7".
I don't do 6'7". Yeah, that's the you know what I mean? That's the here no there.
But go ahead, Friday. You've been quiet.
When I look at it, think about this, right? All the people that's getting rich in America that's living pretty well in America. That's people that invested money properly. Like think about all the people that just invested all that money in SpaceX. Yeah, Elon Musk became a trillionaire, but these motherfuckers became millionaires too. A lot of people that invested became millionaires because they invested their money wisely, right? Now think about like STEM. Like when we send our kids to college, right? A lot of them they get bullshit degrees. They ain't worth a damn. While the nerds are in science, technology, mathematics, and medical. So they're investing in themselves. So they had to go through a period of time where they ain't have nothing. But you know what? They invested in themselves, and now look what's going on. I don't believe in like if I'm a builder, if I'm building something and I work hard to build something, don't punish me because I became wealthy off of building something. Don't punish me. Like majority the top 10% pay the most taxes in America. Think about like the people that's on welfare. While they sitting there, I ain't working for nobody. They getting food stamps. They and this ain't no race thing. When they getting food stamps, they getting free medical and all that stuff. Yeah, my tax dollars going to that, and they want to tax me. And then I'll tell you this, right? Like when you pay your taxes, you give them a blank check. And I'm not talking about like when you pay your state taxes, you give them a blank check. They say we're gonna do this, and do this. But you know what? They'll take your money and they have a people in your local government that vote on it. Like, hey, I'm supposed to get these potholes. I'm giving all this money to get these potholes fixed in my road. And when they tax me more, my damn potholes ain't fixed. That's crazy to me. So don't tax me and say you're gonna do something and don't do it. And that's why I think a lot of people don't want to pay more in taxes. Because they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do what they say they're gonna do. Bro, I'll give you an example in California. California, they tax the highest. You know them people was supposed to build a light rail that was supposed to expand, and they didn't even got barely any track laid. And when they initially was supposed to get it done, it was initially 30 billion. And they trying to finish it. Now it's ballooned to 216 billion because that thing's supposed to be done like 15 years ago. Now they trying to tax you more. They trying to tax you more to get that thing built. That's jacked up.
You talking about the train
Yeah.
that run from San Diego to
Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah.
Yeah.
They started building on it. I remember they had a portion of it.
But what I'm saying is the money that they got, they didn't use. They you know what they always do. They take away, they fund other stuff.
Yeah, well, what happened is they had a whole lot of pushback because in order to build that rail, they had to push through a lot of the farmlands.
Article 92, somebody put it in
and as they went to pushing through the farmlands, that's what took away the power to continue building that product.
Hey, somebody in the comments, I'm trying to get the name. My eyesight isn't that good. It's too small.
Something messy. Look at the TV.
But
look over here, man.
Oh, Maximum Maxi. Article 92 is what they put up there. But yeah, we got you. But Friday.
Read that 92, man. Read Article 92 real quick.
All right.
Article 92.
And back to what we were saying, socialism or capitalism, I think that they need to find a middle ground for the two. You know what I mean? A middle ground for socialism and capitalism. I.e., I think that healthcare should not be governed. You know what I mean? Whether you live or die should not be governed based on what you got in your pocket. Like, you know what I mean? Healthcare should be governed on the sheer fact that we human. So whatever it takes to keep a man, you know what I mean, above earth, that should be an automatic, and I appreciate the VA because they don't, you know what I mean? They don't cheat me out of anything that I need to take care of my health. So that's a shout out to the VA. But at the same time, I think that everyone else around me should have the same luxuries that I have at the VA, and which would put it back into a more of a capitalism situation, and it'll take away from, it'll make it more socialism and take away from the fact that a doctor went to school, earned all of these degrees so they can make a higher paycheck. You know what I mean? And that's where the two don't balance out because the pay don't balance out.
At the same time, teachers go to school is the same amount of time and they get paid peanuts. And they got your kids 8 hours a day. You know what I'm saying?
With the teachers, think about it. The person that raised your child the most is the school system.
Yeah, school system.
Especially if you are a hard-working person.
And nowadays you gotta have 2 jobs, so you probably never home but a certain amount of time. Then you gotta be asleep. So you really not even enjoying your kid.
Nope. Your kid is being raised through the system.
Yeah.
Just like now we'll say the prison system. It's being raised through how they feel.
Yeah, the school system and the prison system are neck and neck.
Exactly. They look the same.
I believe that.
They look the same.
They train you for that shit, man.
But Father, where we at, man? Go on the next one, bro.
All right, let me give you that Article 92 real quick, then we'll go on. Article 92 of the UCFJ. It's the punitive article covering failure to obey an order or regulation. It criminalizes three main offenses violating a lawful general order or regulation: failure to obey other lawful orders and dereliction of duty. So that's what we got on that. All right, here we go. All right, next question. Is rich white white supremacy?
Say that one more time. Little lower. Just
Is,
monotone.
is rich white men the new white supremacy?
Well,
New, what you mean new? Define new.
The new, like the new white, the new white supremacy, because you see it. And the reason I asked that question because you got white people saying there's white supremacy, and there's a lot of white women. So mainly, I think that they talk about more of the wealth, rich white men controlling everything. So is that the new white supremacy?
ain't it always been that way?
I thought that mixed into a whole bunch of other shit.
Like really, hasn't always been rich white men influencing elections, influencing bills. Hell, take example for Bill Gates. Bill Gates owned the most water in America. Secondly, he owned the most land on top of the water. Why? What is his purpose? Understandable, yeah, you got all the money in the world, but why do you need all this water? What's your end goal? Know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, on that question right there, now, we know the root cause of it, but the end goal is what we don't know. That's what we don't know, the end goal. Why they're acquiring all this? Why they're doing this? Why they got, first of all, let me ask y'all this right here. And I want everybody to answer. And I got an answer to it. But I want to see y'all answer to it. Who owns the globe? Why do we got to pay a tax on it? Who owns the globe?
I've been trying to figure that shit out forever. How are we paying?
Go ahead, Smoke.
Everybody got this right here.
Go ahead, Smoke. And then Friday, you got it, bro.
Honestly, that whole ownership thing. Hey, I'm gonna side with the natives. I'm gonna side with the native in my blood and say that nobody owns it. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Nobody owns any of it, and we should all be able to live here, you know what I mean, peacefully together.
Do you know who owns Globe Friday?
No, nobody owns this world.
Oh, whoa. Me and Eric actually did a show on this right here. And I showed him the facts on it. England, the Queen of England, that whole empire owns 90% of this globe. How?
I'm gonna put on some land. I tell you that shit.
How?
That's the question. How?
Right.
How? When did we get into a point where now we're paying, like right now, your tax dollars we pay every month for your house, your car.
United States as a country pays taxes.
We pay that to Europe. We pay all that money to Europe. Through our doggone the money system. What we got for the money? What's the money system? Not the IRS, but what's the money system?
So if our money goes in, and Israel running this
Dude,
motherfucker.
Israel runs our country.
Like, well, what the fuck is
But
going
we
on?
are in debt to the king or the queen of England.
This shit's wild.
Yes. You can look it up in real time if y'all think I'm wrong.
No, I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
It's 90% of the land mass, not the water. The land mass is owned by, at one time, at that time, when I looked it up, before she passed away, was the Queen of England. So whoever in charge now owns 90% of the land mass of the globe.
Speaking of which, just to throw another doggone thought out there, not a question. Like, what's the purpose of doing all of this shit if you never own shit?
For somebody else to say they got more.
What's the purpose of, and that goes all the way down to the only free man is the man that's out there sleeping on the street.
Off the grid.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Not stressing.
It don't mean none of them.
Not stressing over
But they
any
don't want
guilt
that.
whatsoever.
You get they're like your black, they're like your man, they lock you up, bro.
I'm just
You
saying.
go out there off
Well,
the grid and they know.
let me enlighten y'all real quick. In the state of North Carolina, also federally, Trump signed this executive order. It's not set in stone, but an executive order can be enforced anytime once he signs it. So it's like set in stone. But Trump has signed an executive order. It is against the law to be homeless now.
See what I just not said?
They will put you in a criminal
trying to lock you up for being homeless. But not
lock you up
you
for
go off the grid.
mentally insane. You can get locked up for that. If you got a mental breakdown,
Yeah.
they can lock you up for that. And they can lock you up for simply losing your home.
Yep. How?
He signed this shit.
Who's pushing this shit to him to sign? And who let that shit get past him? Like, yeah, that's
Stephen Miller.
Yeah, that sound good.
Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance,
Man,
all
get out
of
of
them.
here, man. Until it hit them. And then it's a crisis.
All right, ring us back in, Friday. Ring us back in, man.
All right. We'll move on to the next question. Is there a Democrat civil war going on?
Explain that.
So you have moderates, you have progressives, and now you have the Democrat Socialists of America. And there's a lot of infighting. So you know what's going on in New York. All these establishment people that's been in office are losing their primaries. So for the socialists, for the people, for the Democratic Socialists, Mamdani is a Democratic Socialist.
I want to have a talk with you.
So basically, there's a new. Basically, they're part of the Democratic Party. There's a branch of the Democratic Party, Democratic Socialists.
Don't worry about it.
I think that if it's
I
a
still
civil war,
need to have that talk.
the question sounds more like, is there a battle going on within the party?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That is a big conflict.
Because I'm going to tell you something.
Between
yeah, they had, I would think so. They ass is hella confused, but I won't put
things build up.
I won't put political party, Democrat civil war, or you know what I mean,
niggas,
Republican civil war. I think that everybody that's leading this country is confused in the mud because some of the crap that comes out just ain't crap. You know what I mean? That we need to. It ain't crap that we need to be going through. Like honestly, like a lot of the stuff that we go through is just nonsense. What the country put us through, you know what I mean? It's all nonsense. Like it ain't a war. It's basically, you know what I mean, one side bickering amongst themselves. Yeah, you can't even come up with a doggone good candidate to run for president. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's where the battle comes in at. You can't even come up with a decent candidate to run for anything that's going to pass a law that falls in favor or out of favor with what the people want. You're up here to represent us, but yet who you represent? I mean, and that's on both sides.
And that's why I was saying, because basically the Democratic Socialists, man, they're fighting against capitalism. So, you know, everything is like free this, free that, free that. And then you have the more moderate Democrats. They're like, no, it can't be free. We believe in a capitalist society and all that. Basically, like I think I would say Barack Obama was a progressive, but like the moderate, like Clinton, like those type of, like Chuck Schumer is basically like the Clinton party, like how the Clintons are. The Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries is a progressive.
Well, so, I look at it like this, bro. All that shit the same. Right. Democrat, Republican, it's all the same. Because at the end of the day, dog, I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why I say it's all the same is one demographic out of all of this whole globe that has been disenfranchised and still being disenfranchised to this day, openly to this day. And you want to sit here and have us vote Democrat or Republican when both of them are in this together. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if me and Smoke go out and ride around, right? Smoke decided to say, look, I'm finna end this cat life right here for whatever reason. Dude, don't you know if I don't tell on him, I'm guilty by association?
Yeah.
Same thing with the Republican and Democrats. Same thing. You don't do enough to stop the bullshit.
But why we can't get that person to do it enough because it's always something
Right.
that taking them out of some other bullshit. Because I heard there's a lot of motherfuckers.
Well, here's your real problem, E. What you just hold on, Friday, real quick. But here's your real problem of what you just said.
What are What you talking about, man?
It's what they are fighting for and who they are fighting for. Right now, our system of government is embedded with white supremacy.
Yeah, and that's why I say the ones that
they outnumber the good people. So they can go out and assassinate, just like the CIA. Real talk. If we talking too much, the CIA will come end us. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But same person that's bringing the drugs into this country is the same person that's controlling this country.
Yeah.
Through religion, through doggone fear, because basically religion ain't nothing but a fear-based religion. At the end of the day, it's either obey or hell, obey or jail, obey or fail. Think about it. So what I'm saying to y'all is, you have to really say fuck it. At the end of the day, you really have to do that in a short amount of words and terms. You really got to say fuck it. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna be a scammer. I'm gonna do this 9 to 5 bullshit.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna end somebody's life. Then I'm gonna let the federal system deal with me.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Those are the only 3 choices you got in life, really. But, so which one you gonna choose? Because as our demographic, black people, we don't have the option of ransacking the Capitol and getting parked. We don't have that opportunity, bro. So
that should have been the question.
Y'all let me know.
What would have happened if that was a doggone pigmented soul inside that uniform?
Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I mean, did I step too far into some cow manure, or am my feet still clean? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of conversation I'm having right now. But go ahead, Friday, what you got on?
I would just I would just say, man, like I gotta really check this podcast. It's called Diary CEO, right? Don't we all get all this stuff that you see on TV and with these politicians, bro? It's all an act, bro. Especially for our community, it's all an act. They play like that. Everybody in Congress is trying to get rich. Everybody, Chuck Schumer be talking about like you have Democrat and Republicans going at each other, but at the end of the day, they ain't there making backhanded deals, and they shaking hands. Like they get along, but it's a few I know don't get along. But most of the time, they just argue, they shake hands, they have drinks together. So they're not really enemies. They just playing off us, man.
I mean, hey, we puppets, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. Anytime, even like Al Green, yeah, he made his heart may be in the right place, but at the end of the day, dog, you're gonna have just enough people to entertain it for him to say, let me put this bill up. You know what I'm saying? For black people. You gotta think about it, dog. Right now, in 2026, these people have an all-white community in Arkansas. In 2026, on our House floor, our Capitol building. They are talking about reiterating the fact that there is all white restaurants, all white motherfucking bar establishment. They are talking about redoing this into a bill to make it law again. Bro, the best thing we can do as any community, white, black, whatever, is to vote out everything inside of the White House right now. If they're not corrupt, they're gay.
You can't say it, because ain't nothing wrong.
I'm just saying, hold on, real talk. If they're not corrupt, they dipping in the LGBT community.
But you can't say that just
yes, I can.
Just because they
Look at your boy Lindsey Graham in your state.
But that don't mean just because they LGBT, they bad person, they can't do their job.
Listen, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
But
what I'm saying is, you are a hypocrite. You putting up laws and bills.
Hypocrites, yeah, they on some other shit about LGB and you LGB.
But you putting up laws and bills talking about we're not standing for same-sex marriages. We're not standing for the using of whatever bathroom you choose to use. You taking up for that, right? At the same time, when they get up and take up for that, that means they're taking up for all of it. That means they're taking up for lowering the sexual age limit to have sex with somebody.
And that's crazy as fuck.
They're doing all of that in your face. When you will sit there and look at part of the bill, but don't look at all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, some states are trying to drop the marriage limit to 12 years old.
12 and 14, my G.
Right now in 2026. But
who wants to marry a 12 and 14-year-old?
Back in the day,
they were marrying 12 and 14 years old.
I'm just
saying.
saying.
That's the crazy shit about it.
I digress, man. Y'all got it, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Y'all have anything else to add? We good? All right. If that bigger problem was going on in America than Trump, or is it the end all be all?
The face of America is the end all be all right now.
So the everyday problems in America, is Trump is the root cause of it, or any president.
Every problem will always be bigger than Trump because you got to deal with them everyday type of shit. That's a family thing. But you know, Trump's gonna be a big problem because, like you said, he the face.
Trump don't bother me at all. I understand. They got this saying called "consider the source," and when you start considering the source and you start throwing Trump in and out of a conversation, you already know what to expect from him. So that's the end of it. That's the end of his end all be all. I think the bigger problem in America that's not Trump is the keyboard racism. You know what I mean? The keyboard racism, people that hide behind the freaking picture of their favorite pup. You know what I mean? And they send their racist innuendos out to kind of like generalize, or you know what I mean, or group your kind versus my kind, but never the same person to stand out front and say this is exactly how I feel.
Throwing rocks and hiding hands.
Exactly. What I like to see a lot.
I think that's a bigger problem than the president.
I like to say that a lot.
Like
throwing rocks and hiding your hands.
The president himself, whatever he says that shit out front. You know, he ain't totally a racist. He ain't totally, you know what I mean, pro-white, anti-black. You know what I mean? But he also isn't totally anti-black. You know what I mean? He kind of like weaves in and out of how he feel at the moment. Like he kind of like sways with whatever mood is going for him at the moment. That's the type of person you're dealing with. You treat him as such.
I think he see money. I don't think he see no color.
That's all I see. What moves him is money, dog.
What moves him is money. But
I'm with you on that.
He moves in his direction. You know what I mean? So him being a problem, that's not the problem. I think before I call Trump a problem, I think a lot of people is blaming Trump so they can get away with the bullshit that they hide. You know what I mean? And you put it on Trump, but in the backdrop, you really hide some shit that you got going on that's just not supposed to be done. Like, you know what I mean? Stand on the shit you stand on, and if you mind your business that pays you, if you mind the business that pays you, you know what I mean? You really won't have a problem with the next man like that.
Well,
Yeah, a little bit,
let me chime in a little bit, man. But I think the real problem is Trump to a certain degree, but his administration is the real problem. His administration, Stephen Miller, what the other dude named Stephen, the one the president got out, forgot his name, but there's a couple different other people, man. They literally are far right extremists, like openly, right? This was running his administration. Now, you got to think about it. Trump do not handle everything.
Oh, no.
Only thing Trump handles is when he needs to sign something or when something needs to be addressed to the nation. So everything else that's being handled from Trump is being handled by Miller, the one Bannon, Steve Bannon. All this shit is handled by these people. So when we see, they don't give a fuck about us as like the black community or anybody brown. It's the truth. It is how they really feel. It's not an imaginary thing.
I'm gonna be honest, man. The black community, a lot of times start acting like they don't give a fuck about the black community.
You're right, and Friday got some points on that. But you're right about that. You are. However, this is the thing: the black community has been defeated, far as by the government. So they are submitting.
They've been wild,
like whatever.
Defeated. Our culture is washed out.
They tired.
Our culture is washed out, and
we tired.
That's why
the fight is crazy.
Well, the only way that you can actually make money in music, you know what I mean? Either you doing
through the Jewish community.
The only way
I just think it's changing.
Only way you can make money in the music community is through the Jewish community.
The only way you can make money in music is to promote the violence, or you got to promote homosexuality. If you're not promoting violence or homosexuality, then your album is flopping.
Right.
That's where the problem comes in that.
Let me ask one question before you move on. I want to ask one question real quick. Cardi B, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice. I said Sexy Red already?
I think so.
All right. Lotto, Gorilla Zoe.
What we doing here with them?
Get rid of one of them. Who is it?
Oh man, that's a whole bunch.
Get rid of one of them. Who is it? Or get rid of all of them.
Mine is Sexy Red.
No, get rid of one of them or get rid of all of them.
Sexy Red, get the fuck on.
Smoke.
As in music wise? As in what?
No, their message.
Oh.
As in their message.
Bro,
get rid of one of them or get rid of all of them. Which one?
I don't listen to none of them like that.
Meg Thee Stallion.
I don't listen to none of them.
You're not a female, obviously. Yeah. That's female music. But what I'm saying is, because you got to think about it, they got some hard ass songs that do. Like right now, that Sexy Red shit. That
I ain't saying anybody no.
Get it red, get it sexy, that shit go hard, right?
But at the same time, we can't be commenting on music that they should be listening to.
But listen though, hear me out though.
I don't.
They message.
Well,
they message. Out of all the ones I mentioned, Sexy Red, Cardi B,
and it goes on the dude side.
Ice Spice.
All the dudes are doing this violence.
What I'm saying,
homosexuality.
JT Money, even her. Which one are we keeping them? Or are we getting rid of?
As in, they sending the message as to the young females.
Right.
Do they image all of them should go. You know
I'm saying, hey, let them get their money. I ain't trying to get rid of none of them, but I'm not going to make myself subjugated. You know what I mean, to their message.
Okay, you're an individual person, but if you raising a young individual, okay,
If I'm raising my daughter,
one more question. You got it, Friday. You got it.
Because
wait. One more question. Y'all got it. Let's narrow it down. Let's talk about the song "Spin That Shit." Spin that shit. Let's talk about that right there.
It's catchy.
Right? Okay, it's catchy. But do you want your damn 12-year-old, do you want your doggone 19-year-old living by that song?
But you can't do that though.
No, I'm saying I'm just trying to I'm trying to talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
talk about it. You wouldn't want your daughter to hold a million motherfuckers spin shit. She ain't gonna do nothing, scam shit. You know, hurt herself.
bro.
But at the same time, the rappers be
all my scam, we all my scamming niggas.
Yeah.
So
put $1 in the glass.
That's $2 right there for me. But what I'm saying is, dog, for y'all to understand this, right? That song is so catchy.
Yeah.
Your 1-year-old is not even pronouncing the words right, but singing this song.
And subconsciously beating it in the head.
And this is, look, I need to scam.
But bro,
I need to do this.
I found a motherfucker to scam.
So do y'all think this is a positive influence on the community,
bro,
or do we need to X this out?
I was raised on 2 Live Crew, bro. Like, and Shake What Your Mama Gave You was a hit, and that joint, you know what I mean? That joint don't define me. You know what I mean?
So what you saying? You base it on the individual, how they take it.
Hey, look, like yo. You gotta raise your own damn kids.
Yeah, if you ain't want your kid listen to this,
you gotta raise your own kids. You gotta
not let that motherfucker home.
You gotta educate your kid beyond the music that they listen to. You know what I mean? And that's where I was at. I was educated beyond the music. So you can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna cut the music off," because you know what I mean.
Hey, look, it's a method. You know,
it's a method behind that madness. I was raised on some wild joint too. You know what I mean? I'm not upset about the fact that I came up on something that I like to hear. Let them hear it, you know what I mean? But don't let radio raise your kids.
Just like TV or anything else.
Don't let radio raise your kids. If you letting radio raise your kids, then like if you letting TV raise your kids, then that's what you're gonna get.
So what you got, Friday? Nah, man. Ain't none of my I'm not letting none of my daughter, man. Listen to that. When I'm in the car, bro, it's sports talk radio. So she ain't never gonna hear that stuff. But you know, I can't. But I'm not going. You know, it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech because I listened to some wild stuff when I was young and everything. I'll just be like, you know, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it in my house and say, "Dad listen to it, so I should listen to it." But I can't stop them hearing it because you're gonna hear it everywhere. Like you walk out the house and people blasting their music, playing that mess. So, you know, you gotta do what you can. The best way I could do, and like, if I hit the song and just dissect the song with her, man, and talk about it, like, hey, this is entertainment. You know, you shouldn't be trying to scam no dudes or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, baby girl, I raised you to get it for your soul so that you ain't got to go through that.
Yep.
You ain't got to find somebody to pay your way because we're going to prepare you so that you can pave your way. You know what I mean? And that's my message. That's my message to the youngsters that I intertwine with. Like, we going to get you prepared for the next bump in the road because I've seen plenty of bumps. You know what I mean? I've seen 1,000 whoop-de-doos. So I'm gonna prepare you for as many whoop-de-doos as we can get you prepared for, so that when you come around that corner and you see all of these hills and bumps in the road, you ain't got to deal with that. And you know what? I used to, in my personal, I used to tell my daughter whenever she hit a problem that she was complaining about, I'm like, yeah, but baby girl, we already talked about that. We talked about that, you know what I mean, last year or the year before last, you know what I mean? And you already knew that was what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Land your plane.
Say again?
Land your plane.
Oh no, we good. We good.
Oh, if that's the topic Friday, we good. Move on, bro.
All right. Next topic. Blanket citizenship for all immigrants, yes or no?
Not all. Not all immigrants, but those that's here to work and those that's here to live that capitalism lifestyle.
A proper citizenship.
Yeah. If you're here to help the system, I'm all for it.
And that's from every immigrant, not just from a brown or motherfucking different color immigrant. Because fucking white people immigrants too is coming over here. Europe and all that shit.
Europe, Russia.
Motherfucking, you come across that water, you're an immigrant, right? So all of them need the same treatment as all the rest of them need.
Go ahead, Friday. What you got on?
I'm like, no, like, I'm for getting citizenship, man, for people that's gonna be contributing to the society. That's gonna pay taxes. Everything. I'm not for an immigrant coming over here and getting benefits because of, hey, the end of the day, if I want to migrate to Africa or the UK, I gotta have my own money.
I gotta get it out the mud.
What do you mean by blanket citizenship, though?
I mean, everybody that's here in America right now, here illegally, should get citizenship. It's like everybody that's here, everybody has citizenship.
That don't make sense, but ain't no other country does that. But listen,
I know. But what I'm talking about, but look, hold on. Let me finish real quick. That's what I'm talking about. But you hear a lot of these politicians on the Democrat side, let's be honest, this is a Democrat thing. They said all immigrants should have citizenship.
Okay, listen. What you're missing is through the proper channels. That means if you came through the borders the legal way, they feel that you should have citizenship.
Yeah.
Now, if you are here illegally or you've been here past your little deadline, then they got their checks and balances for that. But what I'm saying is, don't think the Democrats are all in favor of if you get to America, you want a safe land. No, bro. It's never been that way. Just look at DACA. DACA is in place to this day. Trump deal was enforced and add more to it. To make yourself look good. The whole time is, at the end of the day, when we revisit this immigration bill, it's going to be all Obama at the end of the day. Trump ain't did nothing but make ICE as big as the military. That's all he did by funding them. So now they just got flock cameras. They got vehicles that they got a budget to where they can take average vehicles, right? Priuses, Hondas, whatever. Load the street up. Make it seem like something going on. Whole time they surveilling you.
Yeah.
This is the type of stuff that Trump gave them the money to do. When really, if they did old-fashioned police work, they'll get all their criminals. Now everybody want to do it through a doggone database. You better get away. They went and bought a big ass.
Yeah, I'm for that, man. If you are here, if you did it the right way, and you contribute to America, you should get citizenship. I don't think it's
the right way. Yeah, you're right.
20 damn years ago, nah. If you file a goddamn tax return, you came in legal way, and you file in tax return, say like, hey, 5 years or whatever. Shit, hell. If it looked at me, it'd be like 3 years. Whatever, 3 years, whatever. You do a consistent tax return, you should have your citizenship.
When you start talking,
you build something here. You building something here. You contributing to this nation.
When you're talking blanket citizenship, you got a green card, you got a visa, and you got a work permit that they do for immigrants in America. If that immigrant been here and he been working off of a work permit, or he's legally here for a certain period of time, I personally feel that you've been here off a green card, you've been here off a work permit, you've been here off a visa for a period, let's say 5 years. After 5 years of being in the country and being, you know what I mean, like honestly staying out of trouble, doing all the things that you did right. After 5 years, maybe 10 years, put a limit that they can go and apply for citizenship without all the extra. You know what I mean? And that's more or less how I feel. If you're not here, if you're undocumented, then add a process that you can become documented and then put you on the time limit. You know what I mean? So that you can become productive.
Hey, bro. Hey, I think I could be wrong. I think the fastest way to citizenship is through the military, right?
No, you can be a military vet and still get deported because you don't have citizenship.
But I've been through a lot of we all been in the military, but I've seen a lot of citizens, man, a lot of citizenship ceremonies, like on my ship. There's a lot of Africans getting their citizenship.
So they still have to go through the proper channels to get their citizenship. They gotta study, and they gotta have a certain amount of American knowledge, American historical knowledge, and know so much about the legal system in order for that to happen. And to us, citizenship is a small take. To them, that shit is humongous. That shit is extremely large.
Yeah.
And and that's how it goes down. Like, and in all actuality, I think that after a certain period, I got friends that work here in the country 10 years plus, working, taxes, you know what I mean, abiding by all the laws and rules and regulations, been all over the country and been successful at doing what they're doing. And then you end up getting kicked out of the country because you couldn't get a renewal on your work permit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you ain't doing shit wrong though.
I know some people that been here since they were 12 years old, came over legal. I mean, when they finished school, they got on a work permit, got a work visa, been working, 50 years old now, and hiding from ISIS. You know what I mean? From 12 to 50, you talking quite a period. You know what I mean? You talking what, 48 years?
Something like that. That motherfucker working at
38 years of being here, and you've been a law-abiding citizen working and doing everything that it takes, and you still hiding from the same system that wants to kick you out of here. You ain't did nothing really wrong. You know what I mean, low key? Like, you just simply don't have American documents to be here, but you've been doing everything else right.
I'm with him on that.
All right, last question for the night, then we out. Should we cut all ties from Israel?
Fuck yeah.
I don't got ties with Israel.
Only problem is cutting that mean cutting the Bible out.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, exactly what it means. If you cut ties with the motherland or the Bible, that means you couldn't tie with the Bible.
Man.
Think about it.
Okay.
Israel is what is all about the Bible.
Okay. Everybody got a story for every land that they came on, bro. Like,
you right. But that Bible is about Israel.
The Bible, they say that, but I ain't with all of that. I honestly feel like everybody got a story. Pyramids was before the Bible.
You say that. What I'm telling you is,
man,
America says Israel is everything. That's what America says.
That's what America says. But America also said that you were less than a man.
You're right.
So you believe everything America says or what? You know what I mean?
All I'm saying is, y'all, all I'm saying is,
I'm not wasting my time with
if
what
you're a
talking,
Christian,
yo.
if you see, you're not a traditional Christian. But if you're a Christian, you believe Israel is a part of your destiny.
Well, carry your Christian ass to Israel and see how long you live.
I'm just saying.
All right, let me ask y'all this. And tell me if you think this is bullshit. So I'm going to read this right here. The U.S. and Israel are allies primarily because Israel serves as a stable democratic anchor for American strategic interests in the volatile Middle East. The partnership provides the U.S. with invaluable intelligence, military technology, and a crucial counterweight to regional adversaries like Iran.
Israel give us technology and all that shit.
No, Israel is strategically placed. America fought with Israel because they strategically placed in a location that we can get access to the shit that, you know what I mean? That, it's the same thing I said about how America is set up. We strategically placed between Canada and South America, which makes it hard for us to attack. Israel being that close, yeah, we keep a tie because we can get into Iran or Iraq or wherever by, you know what I mean, being on their shores, being on their coast.
All I know is right now, ain't nothing moving America unless Israel say so.
That's just because the leadership in America is low-key not stuck on it.
Right now, you got Ted Cruz openly talking about if it wasn't for the Bible, we would not be helping Israel. Openly saying this shit.
But he a Bible fanatic.
But I'm just saying,
you know, the average lesson in slavery was coming from Bible fanatics. The average lesson.
Here are the driving factors. This is what it said the driving factors are. Strategic positioning, shared values, diplomatic and geopolitical influence, domestic support. Those are the driving factors.
What I just said. What did I just say? Israel is spying on Americans because basically everything can start being made in Israel here if we don't change it. Like what's finna happen is the iPhones. All the iPhones, chips, and everything will be made in Israel. Guess what's gonna happen along with them chips? They're gonna embed certain technology where they can spy on you. So,
but that's already here though.
Well, I'm just saying that's what's about to happen in Israel. Anything 2018 and above will now have Israel spy with malware or spyware on it. Real talk. It's already been reported. Anything 2018 and anything 2017 that's made after a certain date. So
they gonna put shit on old shit.
2017, you can still do the not 2017, but the 17 iPhone 17, you can still make that right now. 18 ain't even a thing right now till September. So, and all the chips are gonna from now on be made in Israel. All the chips. So get ready, dog. Even your car, really, they got this thing right now saying your vehicle, the new 27s and up, if you stressed out like you running from somebody or something like that, and the vehicle determines that you're too stressed to drive, it will not start. This is 27, 28.
You know when they put that shit out there for motherfuckers to start running from the police? They put them fast-ass motors in the bitch.
But the problem is,
when you go over a certain speed, so many miles, oh, they're gonna cut your bitch off.
Let's talk about the farmers. What if the farmer's in the stress that his cow or something getting attacked by a coyote or something going on? The vehicle determines you too stressed to go fucking help your animals?
Oh, you gotta rush your kid to the doctor, the hospital or something.
Cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, we're going the wrong way with technology. We're going the wrong way, dog.
That's for damn sure.
But what you got, Friday? That's your question. What's up?
Man, I just think, man, we need to quit being big brother and quit fronting them, man. If they want to get the beef with Iran, that's their problem. We don't need to come over there. We don't need to come and do nothing, bro. The reason Israel didn't have a chance because of what we did over there before we even went to war with them.
Well, now this is pretty much a United States against Iran war. We at a point where it's Iran versus United States right now. That's where we at right now.
Yeah,
Israel got in it. Now Israel is out of it. This is United States versus Iran now.
Yeah.
crazy, my boy.
Hey, but you know what? No, but you know what? But you know what? I will say that Trump was on record. Trump was on record. I think it was like 1988 or some shit, and he said that, yeah, if I was president, I would have been destroyed them.
No,
So yeah, Trump did say that in an interview. Like
I'm just saying.
he never was for Iran, and I think Trump wants to be in this mess, man.
Yeah, it's more at this point, bro. And I told you, it's all about how much money he's gonna be able to make off his presidency, and secondly, it's all about how long he's gonna stay in his presidency.
Bro, I know, bro.
And I told you that,
bro. This is about. I'm gonna tell you straight up. That's why I didn't want this, right? You know how much one missile costs?
million plus.
So you dropping all those bombs. Who's getting rich?
The person Lockheed
selling the bombs.
Lockheed Martin.
Bro, you know, all these weapons companies stock that went up since the Syria, stuff been having going on in Syria.
No, it's going through the roof, bro.
But that's what war is. That's the whole reason to have the war.
Yep, it's money.
Yo, can I end this on a different note before we get out of here?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me ask y'all this question real quick, right? The kids, right? We talking about kids now. We talking about kids. The kids, right?
Yeah.
The kids that respect elders, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, wouldn't curse in front of them at all, right? Mama, daddy, anybody, right? Are those your menace to society kids? Which meaning,
You saying they putting the front on in front of the parents and shit?
Right.
We're the way that they motherfucking old dog.
Right.
Nah, I wouldn't put that on there. My kids say that shit.
Okay.
And all that.
Why here's what you got, Rick, before I get at?
No, you good. Keep on.
Why does the pastor or preacher's kid get that stigmatism?
I feel because they sheltered and all shit in a certain way because they parents title, so they really can't do shit until they from under that umbrella of a pastor, or preacher, or anything like that, until they be able to experience shit. And when they experience it, like shit, this what they feel like. With this one, shit, I'm gonna feel it with two. I'm gonna feel it with three. I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna experience everything I couldn't experience under this umbrella.
But what about the one like I got one? What won't do it in front of me or the mama for anything. But outside the house, every cuss word.
But that's
kids in general.
She's not doing nothing malicious, no shit like that. You know, everybody go curse.
The truth of the matter, when you raise a kid, you don't raise a kid to not do any of that. You raise a kid strictly to put some kind of moral guide into them so they do have a limit. You know what I mean? You only want your kid to be able to understand the limit that they take. You're never gonna, just like your parents tried to make you the best, you know what I mean, kid that you could be, and you grew into an adult and you became what you were. My parents did the same thing. Ease, Fridays, everybody put the best into a kid so that we can have a moral guideline to know, okay, how far is too far, and how I raise my youngin is you always got a place to come back to.
Yeah.
Now, but go ahead, Friday. What you got, bro?
Nah, it wasn't. They wasn't a man's society. It kind of seemed like it was. It kind of seemed what it was like back in the day. But nowadays, man, a lot of these kids don't even know how to say yes, man, or anything like that. Like it's kids, because you have kids having kids, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
having kids and raising kids.
Listen, I just want to say this real quick. I think the reason the Black community, especially, has a problem with kids is because you got the grandmothers are in the 30s now.
Real shit.
I'll be
Yeah.
set up. No,
I'm just saying, real talk. The grandmothers are now in the 30s.
Grandmas was in the 30s. In the 30s. The truth of the matter is more this. The system figured a way to pull complete parenthood out of the system in order to slow the growth of the people. You know what I mean?
I like how you put that.
The prison system.
I like that.
The prison system. Complete parenthood is no longer in our system.
Yeah, we don't
It's
got that
single mother, single father.
cycle.
You know what I mean? And you don't have a good parent, bad parent moment. You just got mama's always the asshole, daddy always gone. You know what I mean? And with that happening, you're creating these little minions running around here that don't have the respect for whatever the situation may be. You know?
Like ain't no yi to no yang.
Right. They took our balance. They took our balance away when they figured out a way to keep us out of the household. You know what I mean?
I like that. Yeah. That ain't no
raising kids now.
Balance,
I had a mother and a father, and I had a moment the other day because my father passed away. Right. I had a moment like 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Thinking about my dad, where I broke down and cried. You know what I mean? Broke down and cried because I remember different shit that went on with my dad that I missed the fact that I don't have that opportunity now. A lot of these kids don't got zero memories, don't got one memory of one parent or the other. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're out here trying to raise a kid without having the example of what to raise a kid or how to raise a kid, period.
Yeah. I'll tell you some shit. My thing is like say like you know like our parents like disciplined us and we thought they sucked and everything like that. They was hard on us, wouldn't let us do anything, or someone stayed with grandma. It was too hard. So when we had kids, it's like, oh, we want to be their friend. We want to be their friend. So they develop this father daughter or son mother or whatever, right? And I need to be your friend instead of holding your kids accountable and stuff like that. So when you no longer accountable, and when they start having kids at a young age, and it's out of control. I'm just telling you, it's out of control. Right? You can't even like if another parent say something to your kid, you about to flip out. You about to flip. Don't talk to my kid. Don't do this. You about to flip out.
Because there ain't no such thing as a village raising a child no more.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
bro, why you think black folks head to the suburbs? Why you think so many black folks head to the suburbs? Why you think so many black folks run to the damn suburbs? They don't want to stand there. Like you don't see lawyers living in these black communities, in these doctors. Like these young men don't even see
location ain't got nothing to do with that.
Bro, what I'm telling you, bro, when I went out the house, when I walked outside the house, man, I seen the cat going to work. I seen construction workers. I seen doctors. I seen lawyers. I've seen those people. So you see, man, you aspire to be like this. But these kids don't see that no more. They don't see it. They see the same.
Why is that? Why is that? Why they don't see it? What is your reason that they don't?
They're not around. It's the environment. They're not the environment where they live in.
But I'm again kind of like middle of
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, right? Let's say the hood, whatever. I'm not talking about projects, but just living in the hood, right? Say you have a car that costs $150,000.
You feel
comfortable living in the hood with a car that costs $150,000.
You making bad choices, and sometimes you can't be comfortable with a car worth $100,000. If you got respect and loyalty from the people that's in that hood, just because you in the hood don't mean you in a bad place. Environment is different. around situations, man.
See that?
Nah, but if you have a village, there's a village.
What it is, what you make
Bro,
it as
there's a village.
you make it as a horror movie. You make when you step out, you say, I see this and I see that, I see that. Like it's sunshine.
Eric, what I'm telling you is the hood a village where everybody, when you have the community holding everybody accountable.
It used to be.
According to what hood you in, man.
Yeah.
According to how your hood is. It's according to how your hood is. And my quote unquote hood, we call it our neck of the wood. You know what I mean? In my neck of the wood, by the time I walked out there, if somebody saw me, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna let your daddy know." You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that was get in line, boy. You know what I mean? Get in line, you slipping. You know what I mean? That's my hood. And till today, that's how my negative. I know all the gun violence went up, but a lot of the fathers ain't there. You know what I mean?
Tell them that.
The fathers ain't there. The kids are being raised by TV. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect the kid to sit there and watch a country movie all day. In true fashion, how do you handle business on a country flick?
Yo,
you know what I mean?
We got time for one more? Or we got to shut it down?
These kids got access to too much information, man.
Hey, we got time for one more. We're about to shut it down.
It's a 10-step showdown in a country flick. You know what I mean?
Let me ask y'all this real quick. And I want to see y'all reaction to it. But stepdads or stepmoms, is there any benefit in it?
Any benefit in being a stepdad?
Or a stepmom?
Was according to that stepdad, you know what I mean, or stepmom didn't have a kid, having the opportunity to have a kid when you didn't have one, that's a benefit. It's according to how you. I would say this is something that you gotta either accept or you're gonna deny. You know what I mean?
From the get-go.
From the yeah,
and you don't want no regrets or remorse about it, right?
As my sense, I find
you're right.
No, you got it.
So I find it I find being in the life of a kid, I personally find that shit is a joy. I love seeing or hearing, you know what I mean, the good that I put into a kid. I love hearing that good come full circle when that kid is saying something that they maybe forgot where it came from, but I know it's something that I instilled into them. I don't care if it's something as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. Yeah. When you hear your kid in the background playing, you know what I mean, and they playing and they counting, and you know that you taught them that, that's where I find my joy in starting with a kid and even finishing with a kid. So when you start to see the growth develop, that's what step parents, or you know what I mean, that's the advantage of it.
But what if you got all that out? What if the real parent is alive? You the step parent. Is there any benefit in that?
And that's that's the same thing I was about to say before. I'm gonna add on to what he said, because that's the same thing I was about to say. Because I was a step pop until I became a daddy. After I became, with the kid for a long time, I became daddy because I didn't want her to, feel. I seen the days she was at the door and whatnot, waiting for this person. You feel what I'm saying? And then pull up. And I remember days I waited for mine. And I know how that pain feels. So at the same time, I wanted her to not look at men in a certain way, or a relationship with a kid a certain way from the opposite side. That it can be somebody that be there for you and teach you all these things and look for you to be grow into a woman or a man and say, I did that. Even if you came for me, I did that. You came for me, type shit. So yeah, it's always a benefit into it.
Go ahead, Friday.
Man, ain't no damn benefit, man. None of that shit.
Nah, this is from experience.
There ain't no benefit.
Experience right here.
You know how to move.
It ain't no benefit. It ain't no benefit for that shit.
Know how to move. That mama must be
this is man. Huh?
What you say?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this: being a stepfather is really, really hard. Because number one, you gotta work. You gotta You gotta worry about favoritism. You gotta worry about favoritism between with the kids. You can't discipline. You can't discipline them how you want to discipline them. Then they can't even talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get permission from the other parent, and then don't let you have no drama, and don't let you have no drama with the biological mother or father.
You walking on eggshells, bro. You walking on eggshells, man.
Nah.
Real talk.
This like they say when you date a woman, the kid come with her at the same time.
Right.
Y'all should establish already.
Nah. If
you came with that kid in a relationship, me disciplining this kid as mine and treating her as mine, all that
kid can't come around me.
Huh?
That kid can't come. Listen, if I can't corrections on the fly, then you need to keep your baby with you.
And we don't need
at all time.
Because I gotta accept her with you, accept him with you. You know, I don't feel that.
If I say stop, and your kid continues to go, and I can't make that correction, hey, young man or young woman, when I say stop, you need to stop immediately. If I can't make that correction, then you need to have your kid in your possession at all times. So I'm not going to be in this relationship past that conversation.
So minus your feelings, minus your personal feelings of how you, I love this child, or fuck this child. You know what I'm saying? Minus your feelings. Where the benefit?
The benefit is inside the fruit that develops.
The joy of it?
No, the benefit is seeing that child mature into something that's just something. When that child grows up to be somebody, and you know that attributes of that child is yours.
Okay,
that's a benefit.
When you get on that child and that child say, "You not my mother" or "You not my father,"
that's when it started establishing with the mama or daddy before anything happened. I gotta accept you and your kid. You gotta accept the rules of me too.
No, but and as a man, I'm gonna speak from a stepdaddy's perspective. I'm not your father. All right, cool. I'm gonna call your father. Hey, listen, check this out, young man. Hey, I spoke with your son. Your son said I'm not his father, but this is the correction that I needed to make.
All right.
When you open that door of communication from a man to a man, I would say about 70% of the time, man to man, me making this correction and explaining to the father and let him make that correction. You know what I mean? He'll understand that I don't mean no harm to his kid by the correction I made, and that's what creates the village that raises the kid.
Can I jump in? Can I hopscotch?
You can't do that, bro.
Can I hopscotch a little bit?
You gotta understand how.
Hey, listen. Hold on, Friday. Hold on. Let me ask y'all this right here. Let me move the goalpost just a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. What if you were directly buying their school clothes, at the doggone activities, sports, auditions, anything high school related? You were there.
Yeah.
All 12 years.
Yeah.
Right? You got that child early. I ain't gonna say boy or girl. I'm gonna say you got that child early, right? The child got 4 tickets for graduation. You not get one.
Yeah.
And she give one to her biological dad.
I feel it.
Would you give your feelings, or would you be like, you know what, whatever?
Nah, I be in my feelings, but I can't do nothing about that. We're gonna have a conversation.
Same here.
And you should have really, honestly, you should have known. You should, as a man, you should have felt that shit coming along the way. You know what I mean? Unless you one of the types that want to pull.
Well, look, what if that dad was never there?
It doesn't matter, bro.
Never.
Doesn't matter, bro.
I'm talking about no birthdays.
It does. That part don't matter.
Nothing.
You cannot create the bond between that child.
So
and
you
that
wouldn't hold no resentment.
I will feel it.
That's your feelings, though.
I'm saying you wouldn't hold no resentment.
But that is your feelings.
I understand that. But what I'm saying, it's all about your feelings. How you deal with it.
Well, all right, then you said take my feelings out of it.
No, I ain't saying take your feelings
my
out.
Feelings back.
I'm saying, hold on. What I'm saying is, when you dealing with that stepchild, it's all about how you feel about that child. It really is.
But Rick, man, one thing for certain, two things for sure, bro.
It's
When
a
you
child
know-
at the end of the day.
When you know what you put into a situation, no matter if graduation or the first, second, third, fourth accomplishment, as long as you know you did your part, that child is gonna come full circle and gonna recognize you, even if it's on your deathbed.
I would honestly feel a type of way if that child, I done took this.
You doing it for recognition.
I'm just saying, that father chose not to be in that. I'm just saying, for instance,
You doing it for recognition.
Maybe the child need to do that for this right here, the last straw to camel back.
it may be that. But why you decide
The
that?
reason I feel the way they didn't have no conversation, like, hey man, I got to do this right here for me, or something like that. I did it in a certain way to say like, hey, fuck you or something. You know, I feel the way like that.
I feel like
I understand.
I feel like this on the same
line.
line.
Clarity or something.
This on the same line of me walking her down the aisle. That's how I feel about it.
Hell yeah.
Real talk. I'm just saying.
Fuck off, dog. I'll be pissed the fuck off if
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dog.
That kid since she was young and that daddy ain't never been
This
there.
is gonna just get from both.
Yeah. I'd be pissed.
And all of a sudden she wanna be like, or that, or him or her wanna be like, let me discover my father. You do that after I done did it, bro.
You know the kid wasn't yours though.
I'm just saying.
And I get it, bro.
Like, you can't consider that disrespect though.
Listen, I get it, bro.
To me, that's major.
I get it. But it's your feelings though.
Yeah, that's your
feelings might be hurt. Your feelings might be hurt.
I'm gonna feel.
But what you gonna do? Take it out on the kid now?
I can't. I cut off.
But that's your right.
But that's not my biological.
That's your right.
Just like how.
Hold on.
Just like how the mama and her can conspire against you and say, "Look, fuck that nigga, I'm gonna get you back."
But how now you put the mom in it there.
I'm gonna tell you
it's a whole different variable.
9 times out of 10, it's always
no. That kid.
Who else is there?
That kid.
It's the moment, whatever.
The kid probably just want to find their parent.
But
come on, man.
Dog. Right thought, wrong timing.
Nah. I put it to you like right here, man. One thing that I tell another, because I kind of mentor a lot of youth. I kind of mentor a lot of young folks.
Yeah, you got a lot of grands and gods. I mean, you got a lot of
God. Yeah, and what I tell them is, listen, 1, I'm not here to replace your dad. 2, always give your dad or your mom the opportunity to shine. Yeah. It may not be his moment today, you know what I mean? But you don't know. You might not be the one that's able to give that kid a heart.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? But the dad can be the one to give that kid a love.
Let me tell you.
You know what I mean?
You take that young man or young woman and get them a scholarship and they become something. They sit here and like the crucial moment, one of the crucial moments is graduation.
Mm-hmm.
And they sit here and say, look, I can't give you a ticket, you can't show up.
So will you feel worse if you do all that, get a ticket, and they graduate and don't become shit?
So, I mean, you got to think about it. You got them to where they needed to be. Graduation.
Okay, but you don't need to.
After that, you ain't obligated for nothing else.
Yeah, you ain't obligated. You're a stepdaddy, innit?
Yeah.
You ain't obligated for nothing.
I'm just saying.
You can leave the mom as soon as you find out
I feel just like that one on TikTok. That
feelings though.
Dog.
That cut his daughter off?
She gave the ticket to her daddy, right? Her biological.
Yeah.
He didn't even show up for her graduation.
Yeah.
But old boy was right there the whole time. Baby, I love you. Baby, this. I've been there.
That might have been the same. That might have been the one thing, like he was saying. That was the one thing that the kid needed to see to find out where her support system was at. That's another way to show your child. You cannot spoil the kid's thought process because you and your freaking feelings, bro.
Hey, what we at on time?
Cut the kid out. We get ready to wrap it up. I'm gonna add this thing. We can wrap it up, man. I was like this, dog. If you do that to me, I'm cutting you off. I ain't got nothing new to give. You show me how you really feel. If I was there for you your whole life, and your dad is a stranger or something like that, then it's gotta be like now if the dude was locked up for 20 something years, I get it. But just off the rip, man, if that man wasn't there for you and you decided like not let me walk you down the aisle or not let me go to your graduation or whatever like that, bro. Nah, man, I gotta cut your water off, dog. I gotta cut your water off. Like,
I'm kind of in line with you to a certain degree. I got my soft spot in this no matter what.
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. If I don't sit here and invest in you, I'm talking about I don't hire, especially like what I wish I did with my oldest is I wish I'd have got her a trainer. If I didn't invest in all that trainers, all this stuff, dog, no matter what the case that the daddy was, you know what I'm saying? What it was, the boss logic. And you see and say, look, I don't think I respect you enough to let you come to my graduation. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this dude that I do not know.
Say that again.
I don't respect you enough to let you come to my graduation. Hold on. That's pretty much what it is now.
No, that's
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. Let me finish. I'm gonna let y'all go. But I thank you, but fuck that. I need my daddy. So now the daddy is at the graduation, but don't even show up. You invited him, but he don't even show up. He's continuing to show you he ain't shit.
Yeah.
But you gave him a chance anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck that chance.
That's what you should promote. That's what you should promote anyway.
Support from a male figure.
Everybody don't care about their parents, bro. I'm just saying, real talk. You got parents,
what I put out.
You got parents that scar their kids so bad when they don't care if they see them again.
I put my direction. I put what I feel, is necessary into everything I build. When you participate in a kid, you building an adult.
You're right.
Listen, it does not matter. You shaping, building, molding, molding what that person is going to be.
Right. I'm with you.
It does not matter. They got the right to choose, who they want there. And maybe you didn't need to be there.
Why not?
Maybe you just there for the show.
I changed all your diapers. I watched you go. I got you T-ball. I got you basketball, soccer.
You want a reward for all you do.
It's not a reward.
That's all it is.
No, you're right. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna move the goalposts. You're right.
Like that.
You're right. My end goal is I want to see you walk off that stage. That's my end goal. After that, I got no conscious. All I can do is advise you after that. You know what I'm saying? So why not my end goal be to see you walk you across the stage?
Got the return on investment.
That's my investment. If I'm taking you from birth, if that other motherfucker wasn't there, my end goal is to see you walk off that stage. Everything after that, I take control you going to college and being a good student.
Okay.
I take control you getting a job.
But you can't enjoy the achievements that she do when they do get off that stage, man. If you looking for a reward by just walking across the stage and you put disrespect just because they ain't give you a ticket. You ain't putting no kind of factors in. This kid may need this right here for this psychological shit. You just put, it's disrespect and I ain't getting a reward for all I did all these years.
Okay.
Or when they walk off that stage, or if they accept their award, they dedicated to you.
Without me trying to move the goalpost too much, right? I just want to give you a scenario.
Yeah.
From birth, mom and daddy were motherfucking crackheads. Both were crackheads from birth. Daddy continued to be a crackhead. Mama cleaned herself up because of the baby.
Yeah.
That's 9 times 10 what happens. The mama cleans herself up. Some of them don't, some of them do. She cleaned herself up. She's trying to be a productive citizen. The dad is still a crackhead.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this. You don't want your potential crackhead baby to become a crackhead.
What you mean?
Hold on. What I mean by that is guilty associations. So what if they got such a good connection to where as soon as that the daddy, the biological father comes to the picture, the mother acts up also. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't
Because people got connections with each other like that.
Dude, that you chose to be with a crackhead. You knew that was a part of the deal.
But the child,
And the child,
as a
you
grown
can
up,
shield that. You can shield that.
you can't stop because what happened when she get out of the house?
Who you talking about?
Whichever child you talking about, she.
No, what I'm saying is,
Boy, you know.
already got the mama. If the mama done cleaned up, the mama ain't literally got to let that father back in the picture like that.
Oh, Brody, hey, little Brody.
Is what I'm saying.
as a mama
Okay,
watching
on the
this kid,
backside of it, you disappeared on your kid. You know what I mean? And let's say senior year, you started coming around. You know what I mean? Would you want a ticket?
and then you start buying. You buy us.
That's
You buy the
me.
kid a
Would
car.
you
Right.
want a ticket?
That's
is the
me,
question.
right?
Yeah, you bought the car for the
You
school year.
disappeared. Would you want a ticket?
You bought the cap, the gown, and all that shit. You pay
You ain't
everything.
paid nothing. Fuck all
Wait a
that.
minute.
No.
You just come by and you see
You
your
talking about
daughter.
you just want to come to
You
the door
came
walk.
by and you see your daughter. One, stepdaddy give you flack every time you show up. You know what I mean? Because you was a deadbeat. Now you here. And your kid loves the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Would
bro.
you want a ticket is the question.
Honestly,
Yes
bro.
or no?
I'm be honest with you, dog. If that child did 12 years of school, and I was not there for any of those
And you
12
showed
years,
up for the
hold on.
last 6
Hold on.
months.
If I was not there for that whole little process, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I want to come to your graduation. I'm not gonna be that way. Me personally, I'm not.
So
Because you know
don't
why?
think
You
deserve
know
it.
why? This is about me when you're thinking that way. That's talking about you. Me.
And that's some side of the neck shit.
I'm sorry. I
Listen.
ain't doing it, dog.
If I hadn't been there all that baby life, and boom, sometimes the father don't even know he the father until the mother decide to say so.
Nah, I think that's some bullshit.
The father don't know he the father until the mother says so.
What?
If partner pulled up and and he's supportive, and that baby said, "Hey, look, I want my dad to be there." You know what I mean? But I only got 4
I'm gonna
tickets.
slap fire her the baby mouth.
You see, well then you have to damn slap your baby then. Because if that's what the baby wants, and you want her to be happy,
Where you at, E? Where
What
you
you
at,
want?
E? Where you at, E?
Oh shit! I done lost a child train of thought. Be honest.
look,
The
Man.
stepdaddy, the real daddy, all of a sudden on graduation,
Like I already
want to
said,
pop up.
It might be something the kid need, man. I couldn't get mad if the kid decided to get him a ticket. You feel what I'm saying? I
We
can
can
be-
agree
I
to
can-
disagree, though.
I can be in my feelings all I want to, but if
Hey,
I
in
really
the
and all that shit, I can't do nothing about that.
bro, the end of the day, I'll tell you this though. We talked about this. How would you feel? You know what I'd be more mad about? I'd be mad about the mama letting that go down.
Why you putting it on the mama for? What the mama
Mom,
got?
mom gotta step in and be like, hey, that's not a good idea.
nah,
This
bro,
is
like,
the kid's graduation. Mama ain't got nothing to do with that kid's
Y'all
graduation.
missing the point.
no,
Wait. Y'all missing our point.
What's the point? That's what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
Our point
It's
is
a
the
reward.
disrespect in it.
It ain't disrespect. I don't
So
see
how y'all not see
I
that?
don't see the disrespect.
you
I
look
know.
for that. You look
Well, you don't set up college funds. You don't invest in your
did
time.
you do it for you or the kid?
The child.
Okay, then.
So the child need to show
You
goddamn.
want the kid to be. You want the kid to
If
be
you
you.
are going
That's
to
the
want the kid to be you, or you want the kid to be fuck that.
Do you want the kid to be you, or you want the kid to be
I want to
be
be me.
themselves?
Close to me as it can.
Right. Okay, then. So that's some selfish ass.
If
shit
you
that
want to
you
put it
wanna
that
do.
way, I want that little motherfucker to be me.
All
If
right.
you want to put it that way.
Okay. So if you did all that, you got this ticket to the graduation, and the kid in me, and it wasn't nothing, you'll be happy. Or you not get this ticket and the kid be a millionaire.
Yes.
You'll be complaining
Yes.
about the ticket then.
My investment, what me and Friday trying to say is, our investment is me seeing you walk across the stage. That's our investment. That's all we ain't talking about nothing beyond that.
Oh, man,
We talking about just that. That's our investment from watching you, from me, training you how to walk, watching you take your first step.
Yeah. Treating it like
that's
a joke.
our investment. That's what we saying. That's what we saying.
So that's the bottom line. If I don't see this kid walk off the stage, you say you would cut this kid off.
If you try,
you did
listen,
that. You watched him walk.
Listen,
you fed him. You did all this.
I got a 10-year-old. I got a 10-year-old. Your ass ain't did shit for my 10-year-old in the whole 18 years he went through high school. All of a sudden, me and the old lady went bad. You fucking with her now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I didn't get a ticket to go to see my son graduate, I'm cutting my son off.
But
that's what I'm saying.
That's after 10 years. Y'all already got a relationship.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
But y'all already got a
relationship. Y'all keep saying,
but that's
why you feel like that? I'm telling you,
specific
reasons.
No, that's moving the goalpost.
What I'm saying is
the same conversation.
That
you raised this kid
I'm just saying.
One, zero, boom.
I will cut up for the child.
You got a relationship with your kid. If you don't get no ticket, yes, I would be fucking pissed.
I'll cut a child off.
I don't know about cutting it all the way.
My whole thing is, baby, do what you feel is right. I raised you to make good decisions. I didn't raise you to choose me. I raised you to make good decisions. So you make a good decision.
And at the same time, you said 10 years. So I got it for 10 years. You got it for 10 years. Who deserved the ticket? Me or you?
No, I'm talking about this. If I done raise my child,
well, you said
hold
10 years
old.
old.
Hold on, I'm just saying. If I done raise that child as a stepfather, for whatever reason, I don't care if you was in prison. For whatever reason, you weren't there until that child was walking across the high school stage. And all of a sudden, whatever reason, you get an invite and I don't, I got a real problem.
Yeah, that's your feelings though.
I just had a real dad walk out of graduation because he was hot with me for showing up to a graduation.
At least you was a +1.
And he was hot. He was hot more so because she had respect for me. She invited him, but this dude, he bounced. She had the respect enough for my input on her life to invite me to the graduation.
The kid, right?
Yeah, the kid had that respect. You know what I mean? But the kid made a decision. You know what I mean? The kid made a decision. And the kid, she wanted everybody to get along.
Let me tell you something. That child respected you more than her own father.
Why?
Because I
was invited?
That's what that was. You made a bigger impact on her life than her own father did.
Both of us had a ticket. Both of us were
Understandable. One of them couldn't handle being there with you. Understand that?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, the reason why she invited you instead of getting that ticket to somebody else that was in that state is because she respected you more than the damn father.
So you put respect on that one.
No,
she ain't do that.
I'm gonna tell you something.
She respects her
father. One thing everybody overlooks are the small things that happen. The small things that happen are what makes that decision. It ain't gotta be a big gesture every time. You know what I'm saying? It's the small. What y'all overlook is, bro. Like right now, say you start dealing with whoever. She got 3 kids. You got your kids, right? Yeah. Something small as you going and that girl having a bad day or that boy having a bad day, you picking them up and taking them to CC's Pizza. $15 for both of y'all. That can make that child decision on who comes to that graduation. But that's what I'm trying to get y'all overlooking the small stuff.
But that's the back up. That's the opposite of what you're saying. Though.
That's not the opposite.
That's the back end. Dog, you just said you upset because the kid chose the father.
Bro.
But the father just showed his face and she fell in love with him. And now she wants him to come to the graduation. And you mad because
I see where you got me at.
You know what I mean? All you gotta do is show up.
I see where you got me at.
That could be the best moment of that.
And I'm gonna leave it at because we're gonna go back and forth for a minute. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We had 2 hours.
Go ahead, Friday.
last word, man. Last word. I'll give y'all 30 seconds.
Hey,
Smoke.
my last word. How y'all feel about Gil's Arena and Underdog? How y'all feel about that shit?
Didn't peep it.
Gil sold his YouTube channel. Now his cat is out of a job.
He's probably playing on something bigger though, man.
So he's saying he's going a different direction. But dog, did he sell his soul when he sold that channel?
He got it back, man.
He got his name back. He got his name back.
Yeah, that show. Hey, Underdog didn't got rid of everybody, so it's everything good now. Everybody.
The only thing Gil was able to retain was Gil's Arena. That's the only thing he could retain. He can't even talk to the people that was on the show no more.
No, they all gone. He can take them all back.
No, they got like 6 days or something like that.
They fired him 3 days ago. They all got called off.
But it's still a clause the way he can't talk to him right now. Bruh, it's still in that clause. He can't talk to him right now.
He can talk to him now.
Okay, well, okay. If
they're all free agents. They're not
right. But what I just saw today alone, he got like 6 days. Then he'll get his rights, his name back, and then he can potentially pursue who's on the show. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's no more Gil Arena under the Underdog thing no more.
Right. Let me ask you real quick.
The title left. It was over because Brandon Jennings was moderating.
Right. Now, let me ask you real quick. You think that was all from the beginning, set up to take that channel from the beginning, so they can not have to compete with that channel? Because Skip Bayless a motherfucking goddamn conniving motherfucker now.
Oh yeah. They moving forward with Skip Bayless now, but and like they got and then football season getting ready to come up, so it wasn't really no need for it because basketball season over with, football season's coming up, so they gonna be good. It's gonna be the gridiron. It's gonna be the gridiron show. Like we gonna see what's happening. But all those people still there. But last word.
Who you got next up on last word?
Go ahead, Smoke.
Hey, LeBron James need to go to doggone Portland because we need to bring a ring there. So if you show up in Portland and bring us a ring, Portland, I'll support your ass. Hey, because that's my squad. Portland, $2. Hey, look, but that's my squad. Hey, I support Portland Trail Blazers. That's my squad all day, every day, twice.
Then they put Jaylen Brown there.
Who?
Jaylen Brown just got traded, right?
No, not the Portland.
They
got John Morant.
So Jaylen Brown went to Philly.
Philly, yeah. Yeah, we got John Morant.
Yeah, Ja Morant.
We got Ja. Yeah, we doing good.
But why y'all got all them damn point guards and shooting guards?
Hey, look, we ain't gonna sit here and talk about the squad, and how the squad is aligned. All we gonna say is we can use a point forward named LeBron James to get us closer to doggone title.
Where you at, E? Where you at with LeBron? You got 4 teams that's really hitting them right now.
Oh shit,
that's not the question. This is last 30 seconds. Don't say nothing about Portland.
Portland, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that basketball. But shit, my last word is shit. Mind your business, man, and help your neighbor. That's pretty much it, dog. Appreciate tuning in type shit.
Yeah, mind the business that pays you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my last words is I mean, we gotta fight back a little bit more. I think as a black community, we've been humble long enough. We gotta start fighting for what we want. And support and respect life. That's where we at. Go ahead, Friday.
Yeah, man. I ain't got really nothing, man. Hey, just peace and love, man. Like America getting crazy. Peace and love, man. Hey, we out.